All right, this is the coin collision lab. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little hand sanitizer on my hands just to make sure any germs that are on my hands do not get onto the lab equipment. So in this lab, we are going to explore momentum and what happens to momentum during some collisions. So for this lab, you're going to need one large coin and one small coin. Now, I have like a one of these dollars. I have a quarter. I have a nickel. These will all work for a large coin. It doesn't really matter what you use. And for a small coin, you can use a dime. You can use a penny. For this lab, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the quarter, and I'm going to use that penny. Right. So I have one large coin, one small coin. I'll just sort of put these off to the side there, but it doesn't really matter what you use. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the camera in so we can see what happens here. So the first part of this lab is you're going to place the large coin on the table at rest. It's not going to be moving. Then you're going to put that small coin under your finger and you're going to slide it into the large coin, and you're going to see what happens, right? So just sort of take note as to, well, which coin or coins are moving after the collision and how fast and in what direction. Because remember, momentum is a vector quantity. It does have a direction. So just sort of pay attention to what happens to the momentum, right? So remember, you need to, like, what happens to the mass, what happens to the velocity. Well, then the next part is to take that small coin, place it on the table at rest, and then take that large coin and slide it into the small coin, and just take note as to what happens to the momentum. To pay attention to what direction the coins are moving, how fast they're moving after the collision, right? So you're comparing them before and after the collision, right? So in order to answer the questions on this lab, just really remember, like, what do you need to know in order to know an object's momentum? And think about, well, what's happening to the momentum during the collision? So before I leave, I'll just put a little hand sanitizer on my hands just to make sure any germs that are on my hands don't leave that table. Once again, this is the Coin Collision Lab.